Hey, it's the weekend, and that is what happens on the weekends, is that kids are around. And when kids are around, they make noise. And that's what we expect. That's why we have kids. You have kids because your life is too quiet and you want noise. You know it's true. You know it's true. That's why I had a number of kids. Sometimes I lose track. But that's what happens. And if a kid makes noise, you know what we call that? We call that the joyous noise of having kids. And if a kid jumps on my lap while I'm doing this live today, then a kid jumps on my lap while I'm doing this live today. And that's just the way it goes. Waiting for the LinkedIn stream to come up because you know that's where the party is. Everything looks just great over there on Facebook. So Facebook's got it figured out. LinkedIn is trying as hard as it can to go live. We'll see what happens. Generally, it buffers this thing. And then we got some people over on Facebook. Thank you for being here on Facebook. And then I see a few more over here on YouTube. Just going to get going in just a second. I'm like literally watching for LinkedIn. I'm going to give LinkedIn 15 more seconds because I have something really important to talk to you about today, especially if you saw the title of this live. I'm just going to jump right to the very end of this. I'm going to tell you that if you're thinking about starting a business, do it. If you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, you must start, and you must start right now. And I really want this to be on LinkedIn. So here's what I'm going to do for you. This is going to take me 30 seconds. I'm going to refresh this LinkedIn feed, and I'm going to see if I can get it to come up. You just never, ever know what's going to happen. And I will just ask you to hang with me just for a couple of seconds while I do this. If you can. If you can. If you can't, that's okay. You got things to do. That's fine. Go do your things. Come back in 30 seconds. I'm just going to put the description in it as fast as I can. Let's see. Oh, there I am. There I am. And the description isn't even there, but I'm going to get it there. Before I click go live, I'm going to get it there. This is good. So the title of this is, if you're thinking about starting your own business, watch this video. And I'm grateful that you're hanging out with me today. If that's the case, there we go. Chris Prouty live. Whatever. Go live on LinkedIn. Let's see if it happens. Going live. This may take a few seconds. Poor LinkedIn. It just says something went wrong. It just says something went wrong. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I might just give it one more try because LinkedIn, there is always a party there and people just want to be a part of this. You know what I'm going to try is I'm going to try a different region. I'll see if a different region will do it for me. We'll try the US Northeast feed of this. Hey, listen, it just happens. These technological things happen. And this is good that you get to see this because not everything goes right all the time. I'll talk about that in the live today. I'm just setting up the stream. I can't wait. I hope all of this, I really do, I hope all of this shows up on LinkedIn, like me fumbling around here with technology. I really do hope all of it. And let me just stop the LinkedIn broadcast, start it again, connecting, broadcasting, heading over to the to my LinkedIn page. This is literally the longest intro that I have ever done. But we usually get like a whole bunch of people on LinkedIn. Preview starting to show up on LinkedIn. I'm just narrating everything I do as we do it. And now I'm going to click go live. And if it doesn't do it, then I'm just going to go and everything. It's just going to have to be okay. There it is. It's live on LinkedIn. I wonder how much of the buffer is going to show up on LinkedIn. We will find out. Let me know where I started, you guys who are showing up on LinkedIn. See that? Already there's a ton of people on LinkedIn. You people on LinkedIn, I'm so grateful that you're here. You have no idea what I just had to go through to get you here today. We tried like 5 or 6 times to go live on LinkedIn while I was going live on other channels. Finally, it shows up. Here we are on LinkedIn, ready to go. I'm ready to go. It's Saturday, but you're working on Saturday, otherwise you wouldn't be on LinkedIn. I'm working on Saturday because every day of the week is exactly the same to me. And I have an important topic that I want to talk to you about today. And that's why I'm here. So I'm just making sure that we're good everywhere else. Facebook looks great. And let's see, everything looks good there. And then over on YouTube, I'm just going to make sure. Got some viewers over on YouTube. Thank you for being here, including Eileen Ryan checking in on YouTube. What's up? Eileen, I was just going to chat with you in the chat, but then I realized that I really do want to get to this because I have some very important things that I want to share with you. Eileen also joining us on the LinkedIn chat. Please connect with her. If you are here live on LinkedIn or you're watching this on the replay, please connect with Eileen. Super, super amazing and very influential person who helps people get hired rapidly. But we're not talking about getting hired today. In fact, I was having a conversation with another entrepreneur earlier today, and we were talking about what it's like to take the step to becoming an entrepreneur and taking the step to starting your own business. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Now, if you are just joining me for the first time and you've never seen me before and you're wondering why LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube is suggesting my video to you, I really have no idea, but I'm glad you're here. It's Chris Prouty, and I help entrepreneurs and businesses wildly get more clients, wildly grow their businesses by attracting clients from social media and from the internet and from just about everywhere. And we find ways to get high-paying clients into the business so that the business grows and you become wildly successful in what you do. I've been doing it for 21 years. And in fact, if you're intrigued and you're inspired to learn how to get more clients into your business from social media without having to pay for ads, without having to pay for a consultant to do so, I'm going to invite you to a free class at proutyclass.com. Somebody says, who is Chris Prouty? That is a really great question. In fact, what I would like you to do is right there, I would like you to ask that question everywhere. Post that question everywhere. Who is Chris Prouty? You'll see. You'll see. Hang with me for just a few minutes, Jack, and you'll see. So right here, proutyclass.com. While you're watching this today, if you feel inspired and you would like to learn how to get high-paying clients to your business using social media, I want you to go to proutyclass.com and sign up for a free workshop that I'm giving in like 4 days on Thursday of this coming week at 3 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. It's going to be live. It's going to be with me. There's not going to be a replay because I want you there with me interacting and asking questions. Everybody benefits from that. So voila. Head over to proutyclass.com. Prouty's my last name. Class is what I'm giving. .com is the thing that you need to have like a website or something. You'll figure out how that works. Just type it into a web browser and you'll be there. So I was talking with another entrepreneur today, and we were talking about taking the step from being employed somewhere to becoming an entrepreneur. And the thing that he said and that was so inspiring to me was, no one ever regrets taking the step and becoming an entrepreneur. And I had to think about it for a second because I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs teaching them how to grow their businesses. I can't find a single one, and I can't find a single instance of anyone that said, I regret doing this. It is such an interesting thing that you may approach becoming an entrepreneur, starting a business with some hesitation, and you may not want to take that step, but I'm here to tell you that when you figure it out and you do take that step, it is the most rewarding thing you could ever possibly do in your professional career. And I want to talk to you about some of the rewards that you get in becoming an entrepreneur. Because people come to me with an amazing idea or a service or a product that they know can change an industry, but they largely feel ignored online. They're not getting any traction marketing their business on social media. So what we do is we create step-by-step strategies that allow them to literally follow the steps and get the results, get those clients coming to them. And that's what we do every single day. And I've done it with thousands of people and I've been doing it for 21 years. So, and some of those people, well, usually show up on these lives and start talking about what it's like to be in my programs. Like Eileen. Eileen's been with me for 2 years, and we watched her business absolutely explode. Now, you've got to do the work, and that's why I provide you with the step-by-step plans. I can't make any kind of income claims, of course, but if you're somebody that will spend an hour a day marketing yourself, you can have a really good time learning what I have to teach you. So let's talk about some of the things that, oh, and by the way, that's why I put this link right here. Just join a free workshop with me where I will teach you 5 things that you can start doing right away. Like by the end of the class, you'll start attracting prospects to you, and you can turn those prospects into clients. So some of the things that unlock for you when you become an entrepreneur are really profound. A lot of the people who become entrepreneurs are looking to develop themselves mentally or they're looking to develop themselves from a business perspective, or they're looking to develop themselves from a spiritual perspective. A lot of entrepreneurs who have come to me had a spiritual calling, an awakening that said you should go do this and you should go serve people. Whatever it is, whether you're looking to increase your mental capacity and you're looking to develop new skills and do something new, or you have a business idea and you feel drawn to building a business, or maybe it's something that you're doing with your family and you're inspired to work with your family on this. In fact, that's what I do. My wife is an equal part of my business. And when we work together, it's just this amazing synergy that happens, and we synthesize things, and things happen faster when you work with your family. So it could be any of those things or none of those things. It could be something completely different. But for whatever reason that you've decided to start this business, the things that unlock for you when you do start this business are unbelievable. You unlock a whole new level of happiness and joy in your life because you're able to do something that you love. Now, if you have been with me and you've been following along, I always talk about you should do something that inspires you, something that you never need to be reminded to do. You don't need a to-do list. And that when you do it, whatever your service or your product is, it inspires you to the point where it's just like a natural state of being for you. That's how it is for me, to take what I've done for others when I was doing work, when you could hire me to do your marketing for you, taking what I've learned from all of those people and synthesizing that into simple strategies that anyone can do to become the sole source for the solutions that their prospects are seeking. That's what inspires me the most. And when you're able to do what inspires you the most for the people who inspire you the most, you have this beautiful combination of inspiration, and you can't wait to get to work. And that's when you really blossom as an entrepreneur or as a business owner. And then you find a way to get beautifully paid for what you're inspired to do and for whom you're inspired to do it. That's how you build a business that can last. For me, it's entrepreneurs and business owners. You are the people who inspire me the most. You'll have to look back at some of my other videos to learn more about my thoughts on that, because that's not the topic today. The topic today is why you should take that step. We are standing before a tidal wave of layoffs, and it's going to get more pronounced over time. It just is. So if you're standing there and you feel that wave coming and you don't want to be bowled over by that wave, now is the time. Because when you do something you're inspired to do, for people that you're inspired to do it for, you do unlock this level of happiness that's very difficult to describe to the average person. It is this, you are elated to see the results. And Eileen is here in the chat, and Eileen's business exploded because of the work that we did together and continues to explode. And Eileen has a particularly difficult thing to sell. She's selling a program that helps people get hired rapidly, but these people generally are unemployed and they're looking for employment. That's a hard group to sell to, but her business has exploded. And that's true of everyone that I've worked with, because they've decided to do the work and work for people who inspire them, doing something that inspires them. And if you'd like to see what that's like, well, that's why I created proutyclass.com. You simply go to that URL and then you are able to register for a free workshop, a very structured class that I'm delivering on Thursday of this coming week. We'll spend about an hour, hour and a half together, and I will teach you things that you can use to start attracting clients to your business. The other things that you get from being an entrepreneur are a huge sense of fulfillment. You see the lives that you're changing, and you see the lives that those people are changing. I've often said you illuminate the path for others so that they can then go and illuminate the path for their clients. There's a tremendous sense of fulfillment in that. And the more success you have, the more confident you get. And that fulfillment and that confidence unlocks a balance in your life. And that balance in your life gives you a sense of freedom. And it's the freedom that you find in becoming an entrepreneur that is the most rewarding of all. So everyone talks about oh, start your own business so that you can finally be free. I'm not sure that a lot of people really know what that means. We explore it in very fine detail in my mastermind called Growth Galvanized. These are elite entrepreneurs who come together in a brain trust capacity, and I lead this group, and we all they all grow. But it's the freedom that you unlock. You'll hear everyone say, "Oh, become an entrepreneur so you can be free." Well, that freedom comes at a cost. It's at a cost of time. It's at a cost of effort and energy. It's at a cost of sacrifice. So where you feel like you are free, you are actually paying the price for that level of freedom. No one talks about that, but I do, because it's very important. In order to attain true freedom as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, there is a lot of sacrifice that needs to happen. You have to be able to defer any kind of things that you might want, delayed gratification. You have to be able to sacrifice your time. It means that you're working when other people are sitting around the pool. It means that you're working many days of the week, 7 days a week if you're me. But when you're working, if you followed along and you're working for people who inspire you, doing something that inspires you, it unlocks a part of your brain that just shuts everything else down, and you never mind that level of sacrifice. You will do whatever it takes to make this happen. So there you are. You are either thinking about starting a business, or you're worried that you're going to be part of this tidal wave of layoffs. You're worried about the economy. You're worried about the recession. So how do you handle this? You do exactly what I've described today. You find that product or service that inspires you greatly. You find the group of people who inspire you. You put the two together, and you find a way to monetize it. You find a way to make money from it. The way to make money from it is to be highly present with that group of people and be incredibly visible with them online. Those are the things that we teach in my classes, in the school that I built. I've built an online school for people just like you to come in and take these micro learnings to learn how to find that group of people that inspire you and find that thing that you can do that inspires you, and then how to price it appropriately, how to get paid for it, and then how to do that over and over again. And if you'd like to explore what that looks like, that's why I created this link right here, proutyclass.com. Just type that into your web browser. I will see you on Thursday, where I am going to not hold anything back, and I'm going to teach you exactly what you need to be doing on your socials to get people reaching out to you, so that you don't have to be doing any kind of reach out, which is uncomfortable. A lot of people don't like to do that, and a lot of people don't start businesses because they don't want to do any selling. I'm going to show you a way to have prospects coming to you ready to buy, because I've been doing it for more than 2 decades. So let's put a nice little bow on this conversation. If you're thinking about starting a business, if you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, do it. Do it right now. Like, not next week, not tomorrow, now. Make the decision that you're going to do it. Realize that there is going to be a tremendous amount of sacrifice in order to attain the freedom that you want. But also understand that in those most important parts of your life, whether it's your family or your business or your spirituality or your ability to think, in those parts of your life, you are going to enhance your happiness and your joy. You're going to find new levels of peace and balance, and you're going to feel incredibly confident and very fulfilled as you go through and start servicing people. And ultimately, my wish for all of you is that you find an abundance of money in doing this. So take that step and take it today. I'm going to check in on the chat, but I do want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today. No one ever regretted trying the entrepreneurial journey. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to have to go find another job somewhere? Okay, so you have to go find another job somewhere. Believe me, you find success in being an entrepreneur, you're never going to have to worry about that again. Checking in on the chat. Thank you so much for being with me here today on LinkedIn. I see you all there, and thank you for the comments that came in. There's Joan over on YouTube. Joan, you're amazing, and thank you so much for being here. Joan says it's amazing to hear from you again. Joan, I am so very grateful for you. Thank you. Eileen says you're going live on a Saturday night. It's Saturday evening, And I just got done kind of doing some relaxing, which I do on the weekends on occasion. But after the relaxing is done, it is time to get back to work because there are people to serve. And in fact, I've got some money to make, as the song goes. So that's why I created this, proutyclass.com. I do want you to please go register for this. Here's what I've got. I've got a free class for you. It is about an hour to an hour and a half long. It's directly with me. I'm going to be teaching you a very structured 5-step process for getting clients from social media. It is going to help you have the step-by-step plan so that the people who need you are coming to you looking for your service. And they are getting on your calendar, or they're buying your service or your product. So what I want you to do right now is go to proutyclass.com, give me your name, your email, and I'm going to send you an invitation to that class. If you give me your phone number, I'll probably send you a little text with a thank you for registering for the class. It will be me sending the text, and I'm not going to bombard you with text. I probably will just send you that one, if I send you that one at all. Sometimes I get a little busy. But that's all I ask for. And you get to come into this class and you're going to learn a ton. I have an amazing time teaching it. I have so much fun teaching that, as you will see. And then lastly, I'm just going to check in on the Facebook stream. I want to see, sometimes we get people showing up there and chit-chatting with me there, and I often forget to check. And everything looks good. Thank you so much, Facebook friends, for showing up today, and thank you, my LinkedIn friends. And I don't see any questions anywhere. And we are approaching the 17, 18-minute mark, maybe even a little bit longer, 21 minutes. Oh, wow. So 21 minutes on YouTube, because it took me 3 minutes to get the LinkedIn stream up and live. A couple more people are joining the YouTube. If you are joining YouTube right now, and you are thinking about starting a business, here's the summary. Just do it. Do it right now. But I would like you to go back and rewatch this so that you can hear all of the great reasons that you should start a business. I don't care that we're on the threshold of a recession or what the economy is doing or inflation. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is keeping my head focused, my head down, and serving entrepreneurs and business owners so they can grow their businesses. Because recession is the best time to market your services and start to attract clients, because two things happen. And we talked about this the other day. Two things happen. Your competition goes away because they can't handle it, but you can. And when you come out of this thing, you are amazing at marketing because you marketed during a hard economic time. That is why you want to start right now. Don't wait. Start right now. So there you go. My 4 viewers who showed up a little bit late across the channels, thank you for being here. Go back and watch the replay on this because we talked about a lot of really good stuff over the last 20 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up for now. I'm just looking for any questions that might have come in. I don't see any. So I am done for today. Thank you for spending time with me. I will be back tomorrow with more great stuff for you. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go and I'm going to do, oh, I just saw a comment come in. There it is. Thank you very much. Really kind comments coming in. Thank you for spending time with me today. I'm out. I will see you guys tomorrow with more stuff just like this. It's time for you to make that decision. It's time for you to start that business. And if you have started that business, you're an entrepreneur, you've spent any time with me at all, then you know it's time to get back